Here's Johnny.
What's up, SIC family? John Cuevas here, or Coach C. Just wanted to give you a little intro to who I am and what powerlifting is to me. I'm 37 years old. On December 19th, just turned 37. So I'm in the sub-master class. I'm 6 foot, about 295 pounds, so I compete in the 308 class. I've coached high school football since 2005, taking a couple of years off here and there for family issues and living life. But for the most part of my adulthood, I've been a high school football coach, and then towards the back end, the last 4 years, started coaching track and field as well. With football, I'm coaching in and out of the weight room, on the field technique, but most importantly, in the weight room. Getting these kids to be as strong as possible, as healthy as possible, so that they don't create injuries on the field. My accomplishments as a powerlifter: December 2019 at KO, I broke the California state squat record for the 308 class with the 722 pound squat. Ended up tearing a portion of my left quad on that squat. That was my opener, so I didn't continue with the squats. However, I did finish the meet so that I can log that record. So that was my first powerlifting record in 2019. 2020, in March, I competed at California State Championships. I came out with a 1912 total and an 804.7 pound squat, which is 365 kg. Both of those were state records, which means the 308, I was #1 in the state with that total. So after winning California State Championships in 2020, I was priming for nationals in Las Vegas come July. However, COVID hit and that kind of set us back. I was dealing with injuries and health issues, and I lost my gallbladder to it. So I took some time off, started to rebuild, took my time. Come the end of 21, I was planning on meeting Ken Cooper, the guy who took my California State Championship total, at Ironmongers in October. However, I was having knee injuries that started at work and just transitioned into training. And I was planning on moving out of state that November, so competing 2 weeks before I had to move across country wasn't really a smart idea. Anyway, so I got out to Oklahoma, started training, got my gym set up a little bit, started getting my brand set up, ended up winning Oklahoma State Championships March 22, and won both best lifter titles, which there were only 2 available when I got them both. What SIC means to me: SIC is just an abbreviation for Skull Island Coaching, and it's kind of the mentality that I use going into competing. I know I'm hurting, but sometimes I gotta push it. Sometimes you have to push past your mental barriers. That's a whole nother thing in powerlifting. The reason I wear an Abe Strong shirt is because that was my mentor. You'll see me wear Abe Strong, you'll see me support Amina Strong, which is his daughter going through optic nerve hypoplasia, which causes her to be blind. So we're supporting that cause. Get your shirts. So to touch up on who Abraham is, he was a co-worker when I started with the school district. We probably started about the same time. Big guy, both into lifting, both football coaches. The biggest presence in the room is the easiest way that I can describe him. Sometimes offensive, sometimes hilarious. And when it's one-on-one, you get a genuine teddy bear. He's my mentor. He's the one that showed me how to properly train in powerlifting rep ranges. Taught me a lot of little things. And when I won California State Championships, we were kind of competing for it. The goal was he was going to have the deadlift record, I would have the squat, and we passed back the total record, just to continue to get each other better. However, about a year after I won California State Championships, he passed away. With that said, I've been chasing my previous totals without that mentor on my side and thinking because I have all the knowledge and experience that it's going to be easy. It's been one of the hardest tasks that I've tried to accomplish. Without Abraham by my side, it's been really difficult to stay focused in training because he was my mentor. To Coach C, what powerlifting is it's a balance between full out, full send strength versus managing your health, your body, your fatigue, your central nervous system. Doing a lot of heavy singles will actually tax your system, so it's about priming. You start with high reps and then you taper it down, start eliminating some of the accessories and taper to that one main movement so that come meet day, we can exploit it for all that you can give on that lift. And there's 3 lifts, the big 3, squat, bench, and deadlift, and they go in that order. On a meet day, you'll start with 3 squats. You have to complete 1 in order to move on for your meet to count. Same thing with bench, same thing with deadlift. At the end, they'll accumulate the total, they'll do a pound for pound chart, and then they'll decide who won. So the one thing that I really emphasize and focus on is recovery. And that's where the lifter comes into play. You're responsible for your own recovery. It starts with sleep. If you're not getting your 6 to 8 hours of solid sleep, recovering your muscles, recovering mentally, regaining that energy that you fatigued the previous day, we're not going to be able to perform in the gym. So sleep's number 1. Rehab, any type of rehab. I do anything from muscle rolling, muscle scraping. I have the Theragun or the massage gun. I bought myself a tub so I can take ice baths, which is really good on resetting your central nervous system. And then applying heat, hot tub, sauna, and different things just to stimulate proper blood flow for the muscles. In powerlifting, there's 3 types of training blocks. You have the first phase, which is high rep, and that's hypertrophy. Second is going to be the strength phase, which you usually try to keep the weight range between 3 to 6 reps on our top sets. And then when we're going into that 12-week meet block, we're going to start off at high reps and then taper down so that we can prime for that single. We do not focus on singles until we get to the point in training where we're primed for them. Otherwise, I've had lifters that have had shoulders go out, I've had my quads go out, I've pulled muscles in my back, I've had tricep issues because I wasn't primed for a single. That's why I try to push that on my lifters. Understand the risk versus reward isn't there because we're competitors. Yes, getting a big lift in the gym is great in front of your friends and all your people and at home. It feels fantastic, it feels amazing. However, the risk is there if you keep pushing it, if you don't take the rehab serious, you don't take the recovery time serious, we don't take deload weeks serious. The risk versus reward isn't there. Prime yourself for the platform because lifts only go on paper on the platform. They're only in here in the gym. Skull Island Coaching, the reason I chose that, created the image, created the name, was because the biggest, baddest ape came from Skull Island. However, Skull Island Coaching is looking for that king, looking for the top dog, looking for the top ape in the powerlifting community. The question is it you? This is Coach C, and I'm signing out with you SIC family.